Hey guys, welcome back to another P3D video. And if you can just about see in the background and the aircraft, we are in the 777-300ER Air France with the Sky Team livery, and we are at Dubai International Airport. You can see the Burj Khalifa in the background there. It is not actually don't know what to say really. Dusty, but it isn't really. It's a sandstorm. So it's not, there's no sandstorm currently going on. So we are Air France. 655 from Dubai off to Charles De Gaulle LFPG airport, and I know that this flight does operate within the night, and I thought it'd be just a bit too dark really, and so what the timing that we're doing is actually the flight operated by Emirates. So it's currently about just passing 7 in the morning here at Dubai. Currently, well, 10 past 7, so it's 10 past 4 GMT, 10 past 5 AM at Paris, and its flight time should take 6 hours and 52 minutes, and we've got some Emirates catering and DNAT for the boarding, and I think I just heard it moan at us saying that it's finished, so it's going to close these doors. What I have done is I've set the panel state to, if I come here, to long, and I think that pretty much, yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Instead of waiting for the AP to turn on, connect to external power, then turn off the AP to set up the video. So I think this is better, and set the ATC TGAS just to 2000 for now, and we go to the FMCs. On the FMCs, and we can set up the ADIUs, and the emergency lights can be armed as well. No need for camera lights, as it is the day, and wipers are not needed. No need for hydraulics, passenger signs. Let's go and get the fuel set up as well down here. So, total fuel on board. So I chose minimum fuel allowance from PFPX. So cheapest amount of fuel for our flight today, which you just saw 60 tons, and along with our zero fuel weight at 228.6. It gives us an 87% full load. Right, catering service is completed, and now they're gone. A380 is just taking off. Looks like the winds have changed. I used to be looking for a 12 right departure, 1-2 that is. And looks like the winds have changed apparently. No, they haven't. For some reason the A380 is taking off that way. The more aircraft taking off that way, because that's not meant to happen. Yeah. Well, we've got another aircraft taxiing somewhere. Where was it? It's just here. And yeah. Don't know why I did that. Did see one aircraft taking off on 1-2 right, which is correct. But yeah, that's annoying. Gotta live with AI sometimes. We are taking off on 1-2 right because the winds are currently 100 degrees at 8 knots. Right. What to do now is we need to enter our position. This can go to the legs page, and so we're at Dubai International Airport at gate E. Yeah, because we're actually not Emirates, we actually aren't at the concourses. I think now there is a new concourse D, which has been changed from the Emirates Sky Cargo, and this actual scenery hasn't been updated. And yeah, there's now an aircraft landing. Okay, that's annoying. AI these days. The first aircraft got it right, and then all the others don't get it right. Yeah, so we're at this E sort of gates, so there's no jetways or anything, and we're at gate E40, and passengers now boarding as well. Right, GPS position can go in, and we go to our route, and we can put in our company route. I've always had trouble with AI at this airport. This airport by Flight Temper is extremely old, and actually you can see that's a good update. I don't know if you saw that. I just saw 14 passengers boarded out of whatever it was. There you go. And 262. I don't know if that's because I did the weights after it. I don't know if that's correct now. And it might be. Doesn't sound right actually. And there isn't actually enough seats to do that many passengers. Right. So our runway takeoff runway 12 right, and the flight number, like I said, it was Air France 655. Ah, why is the A not coming in there? AFR 655, like so. And clear execute for some random reason. Don't have to because we've got that. We're going to put a departure in at a runway 12 right, and we're taking this one, which is a Malva 2G departure. Right, back to InitRef, and we can set up the zero fuel weight. The fuel's already in, and our final reserve, which is 3.2, like so. Our starting cruise is at 320. Obviously there'll be step climbs within the flight, and the cost index can go in at 85, thrust limits, and there is actually a D rate of 1 out of Dubai, assumed outside temperature of 34 degrees. Gives us an N1 of 97.2%, along with a CG of 26, along with flaps 5. And that gives us our V-speeds, and hopefully those V-speeds don't change once we get the winds set up. So, current winds, actually let's put the slope in. There is no slope currently at this airport, and well, that's in terms of prepared and flight tamper, how they did this. Outside temperature is not 14, it's 24, sorry. Along with our winds of 100 at 8 knots, like I said. I don't think there is any, there might be a flight restriction out of runway 12 right in terms of height, and now it's up to 1,000 feet. That's perfect. You see the acceleration height is up to, well, 1,500. Like so. That's all good. Passengers 170. Sorry. Right. Takeoff gross weight, which will be hopefully 288.2. But I don't think we're going to use a lot of fuel. But hey, right. Let's go and go to the checklist, and let's complete all this stuff. So oxygen masks can be checked, which they are, and they're all good. Flight instruments, you see everything's up now. Park and brake is now set. Right, what I want to tell you is I've changed FPS to unlimited, and I don't know if it's going to come out any smoother or not. I'm still recording at 30 FPS, but NVIDIA Shadowplay should like kind of do all this crazy stuff, and hopefully make it to the smoothest 30 FPS possible, and hopefully, it looks a lot better than what it used to be. I need to change a view from this to like this view, don't I? So let's go and set up the NCP as well. 240 passengers boarded now. Flight deck door, well, we can that's closed and locked, so it's not really modelled, and the passenger signs can now come on because the fuel has been boarded. So let's going to go through our V speeds. So V1 of 164, VR of 170, and V2 of 178. That 178 V2 speed can come into the IS Mac page, which is here, which is our V2 speed. So, and as well, a runway heading of 12 right, which is 119. It actually does say slope, if there is one, on this runway, but there actually is no slope coming out of this runway. Okay, so yeah, like I said, 119. Like so, and starting altitude 320. That's the MCP setup, and we can also set up ND as well, so data and weather down to traffic on. This can go to HPA along with the Other side, VORs are on, data and terrain, I can get to 40, and I think the, QNH of 1019, that's all looking good, and no, that is terrible textures, you are right, I'm sorry, Flight Tamper did a terrible job on this airport. They should really like, just bump this up, because there's so many new changes made to this airport. I just wish they can just restart it all pretty much. Really nice to see that, because currently, according to this, what's it called? Navigraphs Charts desktop, there's actually a new apron which comes across all of this little area here. I think I can see it just being in construction. I don't know what this is. Currently the below textures, there is a new apron currently built, and also a building is here as well as this new apron. Well, that's not new actually, they're still there. But currently we're in the way of an apron, so it's quite annoying. But hopefully the Paris by Taxi to Gate has just been lately updated, and it's a very new airport by them. So hopefully they've technically updated it, if that makes sense, and they're all taking off on the wrong runway. If they're taking off on like 1-2 left, I'll be fine with that. But that's just that they're taking off on. Wait a second. No, it's got wheels. You've got the gear down there. I don't know. Like, it looked like I had no gear. And there we go. Rotate. Into the air. Positive climb. Gear up. There we go. And say goodbye to the A380. And yeah. So I would have been a bit more happy if they were actually to take off on 1-2 right. I didn't choose 1-2 right because it's right here. It's just the winds are saying that, and I did choose 1-2 right out of 1-2 left because it is right here actually. So yeah, so they're all just sitting over there, ready to take off. But the winds are just saying, do not take off on that runway. Right. The passengers are like 3/4 boarded, I think, or like 4/5 of boarded. You can see there. So I'm going to start the APU. And let's get that going. So MCP is now set. Takeoff speeds have done that with the CDP flight checklist is completed, and trim is actually set. Sorry. So actually, please excuse me. I am really stupid. You guys are probably just look at my charts, and you guys are probably shouting at at me right now. When I looked at the charts, okay. 1-2 right was right next to the aircraft. I have changed the move. I moved the aircraft from pretty much there, gate F and 17, to this because I realised I saw British Airways over there. And I go, okay, this runway's still here. It's quite next to me. And so I actually did see an aircraft take off on 1-2 right, but currently this is 30 left. I'm sorry if you guys are really shouting at me. I might have put some text in when I was editing the aircraft video, so please excuse me. Just found that out. 1-2 right. I just literally just looked at that and went, okay, taking off the same as the AI, and then yeah, okay. Please excuse me. And so what we're gonna do, oh dear, what we're gonna do is taxi out to. Let me just get to taxi chart out here. Is there one? I swear there was one for this airport. Yeah, taxi and parking chart. Yes, that's right. So pretty much going to taxi down November, and then we're going to cross 1-2 left, 30 right, through the November 4 and the all the way down into 1-2 right, and going to the whole short of M5B. It looks like. That's cool, that's good. Please excuse me for saying that's 30 right. So you guys might not know the airport, so hopefully I don't get too much people shouting at their screen and breaking their computer accidentally. Well, we are now here, and it is 1-2 right. That last of the baggage is clearly finished, and passengers have clearly finished as well. So we're good to go soon. That baggage thing, whatever it's called, I should know what they're called. It's just going down now, so we can close that door. Apparently the bulk was open, and finishing off this. Right, AP should have started So we can get rid of the external power like so, and go down to here and get rid of everything. Like so. And back to door page. We're now running off the APU, which is good. Right. I just clipped out of view then. Yeah, please excuse me, I'm really sorry about that. For that windsock, I don't know if that's telling the truth, because if that windsock is right, then we actually shouldn't be taking off on this runway. Right, passengers are boarded now, we can go and close those doors. Right, it's going to wait for their boarding to complete it up at the top left to say that. So, we can go and get the rest of the checklist done. So taxi and takeoff, I've just done that with you, and now the beacon light can come on. That's completed, and the next checklist is to before taxi. I need to get used to this airport. It's just because I loaded in at that gate, on the F gates, which is Concourse B, I think I was, and the runway 12 right was right next to me. So close that door now. And we can actually arm these doors. Yeah, please excuse me for that. I'm sorry about that little mishap. Right, so left and right packs are now come to auto. Just going to get ready for the pushback, and we can prepare for pushback with the nose. Okay, there's probably no nose left or right, which is annoying. All the time at this airport, all the time. It used to work at some gates, but not anymore. It's the baggage thing just driving away now. Oh, we're inside a building? No, we're not. We're just here. With no safe gate. Thing, whatever. We're here. See the reflections on the ground there? That is obviously not that. On the aircraft, sorry. What is that? That is... So there's some white lines, some dirt. Yeah, this aircraft's absolutely humongous. If I go to the static page and let's do some walking with the aircraft. Yeah, this is enormous. So this is currently at 1 times view, which is just like real view, and this is head height, and you can actually get a feel for how massive this is. Wheel start at wheel, thank you. And you can see the aircraft's now getting pushed back. So let's go inside the cockpit again, and let's get things set up inside. So right or left and right elec along with the fuel pumps, and come on. I don't know if there's any fuel in the center, which there aren't. Wait for the footlights to come off, like so, and the other hydraulics can come on. Start number engine 2. Get that going. And that's now coming alive. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this part of the inside of the engine, there's weird shaders going on there. It looks really bright. I don't know what's happened. It's not, that part of the engine isn't really affected by the shaders. So it does look a bit odd. There we go. Properly starting up now. Yeah, the immense power. We've got the 777-200LR there for the British Airways. Right, let's go and start number 1 will be ready to start up soon. There we go. Number 1. And we can start the pushback soon. Want to pretty much clear everything. Go to the tail view and just stop just here. Oh my god. Does that. Okay. Whenever you do that manually. Yeah, so whenever you like release it manually, like stop here. Just so, 'cause it's still got a weird glitch. I don't know why it does this. It pretty much thinks that this thing isn't here. God, it's really annoying. So the aircraft just goes forward because of the torque the engine is producing. Yeah, it gets a bit crazy. Right. Both engines are started. In position, please set park brakes. They are set. So now the talks is finished. Alright, we'll set the parking brakes. GS6. Oh, you're gonna let me go. Probably not. There we go, unlocking gear now. So we can go and set the auto brakes to RTO, and go to the checklist and do the auto start checklist. So anti-ice is not needed along with the recall, it's just the T-gas which is off. Along with the flight controls can be checked now. So 4 left, 4 right, all the way down, all the way up, and the rudder all the way to the left, and the rudder all the way to the right. Good. That's checked now. Go to the checklist page and tick off that. Gonna wait for the GSX to say clear of ground equipment, and we can finish the P4 taxi checklist. There we go. P4 taxi checklist is completed. We can start the timer and wait for them to get the way so we don't blind him. Right. Can release the parking brakes. Take the engine. Take the aircraft to the left. Down November. And we can add some on the taxi light as we're not going to blind that guy. Right. So those are all the lights needed for now, which is good. And swing us all the way around. And we need to get onto November, which is this taxiway here. So we can probably cross Papa 5. Hopefully there is still a Papa 5. Yes, okay, that's still here. That's good. Got some Indigo A320s as well. Got another aircraft coming in final. 1-2 right. Looks like a 777. Or was it's a twin jet aircraft though. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to go and cross via Papa 4, so we can go to November 4 and then straight onto runway 12 right, actually. That sounds like a better taxi. So pretty much not going in November now. We've got the Burj Khalifa, that was the tallest building in the world, just there. Lovely view. Let's bring a little bit of power back, and now there is actually a Papa 4A, which is not here, and this should be Papa 4. Is that an Airbus Beluga? No, sorry, I had an ill dream then. I don't know what that was. Right, that's an Emirates 777, sorry, 300 ER. Right, let's bring this across to the left. And let's go and cross runway 30 right and 12 left. Hopefully there's no aircraft on the runway. So I'm going to use my camera so I can take a look. It's just that aircraft and there's nothing else. Nope, that's all good. Right, we go to cross. Get some more power in. Right, let's go get some strobes on as we cross the runway. Let's give it some more power. I've got an Emirates A380 wanting to take off as well. It's not going to be a problem. We're going to get there first. We do have another 777 wanting to cross our runway though. So that's going to be quite tight. Yes, apparently these engines are, again now they're just loaded in. Yeah, that's weird. Probably to save FPS. Nice. Cool, yeah, we got an Emirates. I don't know if that's waiting at 12 left. I don't think it is actually. 12 right, sorry. Right, let's go and set flaps 5. Gonna wait for the aircraft to cross the runway. That is it. Is it just waiting for me? Nah, it's taxiing. That A380. What's it doing? I think it's coming onto the runway, which is good. Let's wait for that then. That's been cleared for takeoff. And we can see the flaps 5 is set now. And TGAS can now come onto TARA. And V4 takeoff checklist is set. After takeoff checklist is next. It is currently going that way. I don't know if it's doing that to get a good spin or anything. Yes, it is. Or did I guess? That was a good guess. Right. So there's no warnings in the up here. Set the lights. The lights will come on soon. Yeah, that's not crossing the runway currently. So once that gets going, we'll go onto the runway and just line up and hold. Goodbye to that A380. I wish I could see where they're off to. Don't know if you can do that in the Ultimate Traffic Live application. I think you can actually, but it takes a while to load up. Right, is he going? It's taking a while. Let's go and release the parking brakes anyway. Let's get lined up behind him. Seriously, what is this guy doing? Perfect lining up actually. I am going to set the parking brake like so. And I think he might be confused with this guy. Unless he's going to do a very slow taxi up to there and then go zoom. Which is what I expect he is doing. The end of runways is at there actually. Oh, I should have gone to the runway before him actually. There he goes. Goodbye to him. Right, bring in some power, release the parking brakes. Let's get lined up on the runway. Quite a busy runway, airport, sorry. We need to always get very efficient to these. So, everything's turned on. There's nothing in the ECAST, nothing bad. That is, checklist is the after takeoff, so all checklists are completed. And let's line up. Sadly, we're not going to go around the Burj Khalifa. Well, we might actually. I don't know. Not great lining up. Let's wait for this guy to get out of the way. Right. So he's taking a left turn. So he's obviously off to another destination. And this 777 is getting annoyed, maybe. So cabin are ready for takeoff. There was a problem with the AAS Pro .dll, the latest Windows update. So there is no runway callouts. I think that A380 is crashing. Did you see that? Okay. Right, AI has gone stupid. Right, flight director's on. And Toga. Right, no warnings, that's good. Did forget to set the trim. We can do that as we are taking off. Airspeed is alive. 80 knots. Let's take a look at the outside view. That's lovely. Let's hold it here for now. Oh, there we go. That was that gate there with the British Airways. V1. Rotate. Make sure we don't get a tail strike. So we're going to hold it at 5 degrees until we get clear. And then it will click there. Positive climb, gear up. Right, yes. I am hopefully that A380 gets better from its crash into the ground there. Don't know where it crashed really. Must have some just over there to the trees. So pretty good on the departure right now. Just passing 15,000 feet now, so VNAV and LNAV can now be activated along with the autopilot. And this is acceleration height, so the nose should be going down soon. Just passing 2,000 feet. And we can reduce the flaps soon. Yeah, there's the Burj Khalifa we should be flying around at. All the passengers on board will get a lovely view of that massive tower, skyscraper. I think we're going to be quite high though when we pass it. Going quite far out for our departure. So, flaps all the way up now. It's just passing 215 knots, or just past the flaps 1 debug speed. You can see it coming up now. So, going to wait for the auto brake is actually off. Flaps are now coming up. So we can tick that off once we're done. It should be up soon. There we go. Alright, that's up. Next checklist is the descent, and I need to go to the transition altitude out of Dubai, which is 13,000 feet. There we go. That's all set now. So, the other day, everyone can see this massive Emirates aircraft, so lights off. And we try to take off out of runway 12 right, out to Dubai. And we're going off to France, which is the Charles De Gaulle, which is just the north, I think it's the north of Paris. Paris Orly's in the south, but we're off to the Charles De Gaulle airport. Flight time of 6 hours and 50 minutes. I'll see you in the descent. Enjoy the cinematics. Goodbye. Hey guys, welcome back to the wonderful 777-300ER. We are into the descent, and you can see we've got some land, which kind of shows us we are good to go in landing on Paris. Actually, not going to be landing on the sea, are we? I have no idea why I said that. Right, let's go to the VNav and actually let's set up the forecast, because that is not the transition altitude, and we can go and set that up and purge that, and we can request some new ones, and also request some here as well. So that's just going to be requesting for now, and let's go turn on the passenger signs now. It's 17,000 feet now, flying for 6 hours and 40 minutes, and hopefully it won't take too long to. Well, the request has been sent and it is ready to load, so that could be loaded now on that side. There we go, execute that, back to the legs page. This can be loaded and they should load in. There we go, that's all done now. So we'll be landing at, what's it called? I forgot what it's called. No, I haven't. It's Charles De Gaulle LFPG airport. The ICAO code is LFPG. I'm not sure. I think we're going to go flats 30. Not I think, I know flats 30, because we are arriving down into runway 26 left, which is, you can see here, 2,700 meters or 8,858 feet long. So we're going to have to, well, not too fast deceleration. That's just going off that fuel page. Just goes the checklist for descent. So yeah, we've got. I'm going to go also break 1 for anyway. That's fine. And also break 2, sorry. And that's pretty much set there. And we can go back to the legs page. I can show you what we're doing. So we've got 26 left. Arrival on a Tini 8E arrival. That's the arrival approach. Sorry. And we're transitioning through that on Occupa, the 4E1, which takes us straight to the ILS instead of taking what's it called, vectors to the ILS. So we're going to go straight via the flight plan to ILS instead of vectors. So that's all good. So descent recalls check. There's nothing there. Notes done. Also brake is set to 2. Landing data VREF and moments are not set. We need to set up the QNH as well. So QNH is 1025. For some reason chase plane has just stopped for a moment. Just reset it, there we go. And 1025. Like so, that's ready, set up for 5,000 feet. And the ILS transition out minimums is 517. So we can set that in here. I think we need to get some drag going. There we go, 517. We've got some speed brakes out. That's just going to slow us down right down to 240. And get to the inner ref. So 145. I can set this down to 150 then. It's 5 knots above 145, like so. And once I said the traction of the flaps will just get these speeds. It looks like it's already done it itself quite well, so that's all good. So we're pretty much looking good on time. If we go to the program page, we should be coming in at 11:36 Zulu, which is actually in 15 minutes time. So we're kind of roughly on track for our arrival today. But we're going to keep it at 240 knots for quite a while. So you can see we're on the VNav quite well. And this Occupa waypoint just here. Let's get rid of this speed brakes now. This is where we transition into the RNAV. It does say night initial approach, but it's just something you have to do in order to get the approach nice and good. And so we're coming into Occupa about a certain altitude. Going to be quite low. It's already put that in. And then we're going to go a nice steady descent into Paris, which would be right underneath these clouds ahead of us, which isn't too far away from us now. We're going to keep it at 240 knots for now until we get to a certain place. And hopefully we have the Eiffel Tower in view. I have no idea if the creators at Taxi to Gate, I believe, have rendered the Eiffel Tower. Hopefully they have. Maybe it's default in P3D. Or is that an FTX France? I have no idea. But yeah, if you're coming in on a Banox 5Y approach, you've got to watch out for the Eiffel Tower. It's literally come to this wing, look down, Eiffel Tower's right there if you're coming on that approach. Now that is what I call beautiful. So like I did, I set up this view, and when I said I set the unlimited FPS, I didn't that then, but I have now, so hopefully everything's better. So everything's completed there. So approach altimeter is not set, that's fine. Right, passing 10,000 feet, so lights on. Good. See, like I said, this isn't a real world flight time. It's it is a flight, but it's just not done at this time. It's normally a nighttime flight. But I thought maybe coming to Paris in the day, get to look at the Paris of the channel the first time. Paris Charles De Gaulle, that is, not Paris Orly. So yeah. There we go, just passing Okapi now, or Okapi, don't know how to pronounce that. Just passing it at 10,000 feet. So let's go through our little approach here today. So coming in at 150 knots, autobrake 2. I'm going to do auto reverse as we touch down. And obviously the speed brakes will be armed, which I'm going to do now. Speed brakes armed, beautiful. And I'm going to set the runway heading as well on the heading page here. Which will be at 265, I believe. 265 it is. Like so. I think I see a little approach here. And I'm going to set this down to 20 nautical miles now. Even actually going to go down to 10 already. So, hopefully the Navrad has already put it in correctly. 265 at 108.35. Perfect, that's good. I don't think I had to set anything here actually, do I? I should have done that ages ago. That's now set. And it's changed there. Actually, it's gone 1 degree above. I don't know if I can manually change that. The tilt. But hey. Is there any traffic? There is a lot. Not too much. There is a Boeing 777. 2 777s actually. Some GA aircraft. Embraer. Global Express. A319s. And a lot of 3 Ryanairs in this thing. Don't know where they are. So lights are on, that's good. Passenger signs are set. You can actually see. I don't have to go to that RadNav page because it's here. And should the DME coming up should be it should say DSU, which it should show. As we go past the approach, the checklist, and ticks it all off with the QNH set, I will bring the first set of flaps down to flaps 1, and that should bring the speed down just a slight, but hopefully not too soon. Right, so currently the Eiffel Tower to us is, okay, not directly to the left of us, but just over there somewhere. If I were to go under the wing, probably. How cool would it be if the cloud level was so low, but the height of the cloud would be below the Eiffel Tower at the tip of it? You can see the Eiffel Tower just poking up between the clouds, and that is something, that is a view you want to see. Probably the Burj Khalifa, but I don't think you're going to get any clouds in Dubai at all. Or not a lot of clouds that have that low level. Okay, now we're climbing for some reason, and we're descending again. Good one, aircraft. Good one. Right. It's probably just realigning itself, really. Right, I'm gonna, probably, not now. Nah. Right, let's go and bring this down to 20 nautical miles. So that's all set here, in terms of our landing. And just holding it 7,000 feet for now, until we reach the next waypoint. Well, until the VNAV comes back alive, to get us descending again. Yeah. So we should hit that waypoint at 6,300 feet. So it's going to hold here at 7,000 for now. Right, should start soon. Could have done like a very steady descent rate, but hey. Right, is that the runway there? So the runway is probably pretty much just about here, this way. And so pretty much actually this is deceleration, this little green dot, you can see it better here. So that's when you start decelerating. Are we beginning our descent yet? Or not? That's the question. Actually, the ILS starts at 4,000 feet as well, which is pretty cool. Right, see here. There we go. Descending is happening now. So we're hopefully coming in on Terminal 2E. I say hopefully, because I do mean hopefully. And that would be on the south side of the weird curvy bit. Not weird, but so that would be gates either gates E10 all the way up to 34, well E10, 12, 16, 14. It is weird. 16, 14. I think they counted that wrong way around actually. But yeah, we're coming on the E gates on Terminal 2 as we arrive. Right, actually, sorry, bouncing around everywhere. FMC message, drag is required. Let's go and bring some drag out. And what's the flaps 1 speed limit? 165, which we are clear of, that's good. So we can set flaps 1 now, actually. Get some speed here. And we can get rid of the speed brakes now, and arm them once again. We're clear for flaps 5 as well, which is good. And let's go and bring this down to 2,000. What is our go around altitude? 4,000 feet. I'm just going to say 4,000. Because that will be what the glide slope will be like. You can see the slats are down. And it's hopefully, I think the cloud base is what is broken at 3,800. So hopefully that's what the cloud base is at LFPG. We get to see the airport hopefully then. It's just cloudy, it's not foggy at all. Visibility on the ground is 3.7 SN. I don't know what that is, but it's 6 kilometers. So probably 3.7 miles. So just passing 5,000 feet, so out of standard pressure into a QNH of 1025. Should probably set that to HP A on that little bit there. And let's go and arm the localizer. Not arm it, but get ready. And you can see the glide slope's already coming in. Oh, does that? Maybe it doesn't say it. It just says a distance. DSU actually is there. That's cool. And it'll probably put the approach as well. So we get the localizer and the glide slope at the same time. Let's go and set flaps 5. Because you're a little bit high. And that'll start slowing us down a bit. Well, we're not high in terms of the glide slope, so we're pretty much good there. And we're coming back on the VNAV again. That's good. So altimeter is set. And the landing checklist is next. Right, cabin now ready for landing, that's good. hopefully it's not too cloudy coming into the runway. The elevation of the runway is 392. It's 317 feet high. Yeah, the clouds aren't too thick for our landing today. Right, last set of flaps until the gear comes down. That's his flaps 15. Right, drag is required. Let's go and get some speed brakes out to help us get down to that speed. And there you can see on the terrain some of the other winds coming in now. And sim is just freezing as it loads in the amazing airport. So we're on the localizer, that's good. Speed brakes are extended, sorry. And now they are armed. So here comes the glide slope. Hopefully everything goes correctly and we catch it and go down with the glide slope and not stick at 4,000 feet. So the glide slope should kick in as soon as we hit that waypoint there. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to see the Eiffel Tower. We might, I'm not sure, we'll see. It depends actually, like I said, if they've modelled it. So it's making sure the overhead panel is good for landing, and flaps are 15. Hopefully get the glide slope. You see it's in white now, and as soon as it hits this, it should go green, like so. It's in the box. It's just lining up everything, and the main airport's coming in. You can see that we've got 1, 2 runways and 3, 4 there. Coming in 26 left and 26 right, and then there's 27 left and right on the left side. And the Eiffel Tower, there's the Eiffel Tower. Apparently there's 2 of them. Is that? No, that's not the Eiffel Tower. That is a nuclear power station or something. Power station of some sort. Sorry. Right. We are on the ILS. That's good. Let's see. Yeah, how long's the ILS for? Oh, I can't see. I can't see at all. Right. Since we passed 3,000 feet, I'm going to get gear down. Oh, some other stuff loading in the airport as well. Hopefully I'm going to try and slow down for... Actually no, it's alright because only the exits come out to be at the end of the runway on 26 left. So there's no like fast deceleration. And just passing 3,000 feet there. So down comes the gear. And we're going to get the IAS of... was it 150, wasn't it? So let's go and bring that speed down to 150. Right, gear is down. 3 green. Well, just green, which means all 3 green. It's just if something went wrong, it was just had to show me which one's wrong. Right. That means flaps 20. Beautiful view. Just saying, sorry. Got the latest chase plane update. And got the awesome replay system. Well, we won't be doing any of that, but I don't know if I'm going to have the new intro in this video, or if I'm going to ever make a new intro, because the old intro was from the very, very start of the channel, and hopefully I'll get a new, better one. And it looks like the fog just came in or something, so it's a bit annoying. Hopefully get back up to that speed again. Yes, we do. That's good. It's actually just realigned itself to 266, which is annoying. Maybe 265, but this is yeah, that's all aircraft just there. Okay, now they're all gone again. Okay, that was really weird. The aircraft, that was weird. So right, flaps 25 and then flaps 30. Good.
1,000.
Right, also pilot is disengaged. And let's go and do this landing. Gonna bring the trim down a bit. Let's bring the nose down as well. Trim's not going fast enough. Right, with the nose to the left. Yeah, we do have to touch down pretty fast as we come into this runway because it is extremely short. And the other runway is normally used for takeoffs. As normally landing, you can execute a landing a lot faster than takeoff for some aircraft.
400.
Right.
300.
Yeah, the visibility just completely changed actually. We are a bit low, but that's fine. We're not going to go anywhere where you don't want to go, so that's good.
$50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
Idle throttle. Right, touchdown. Idle reverse. Good landing. I quite like that one. That was pretty good. Right, let's bring in the reverses, and Osprey can be disarmed. To off as well. Welcome to Paris Charles De Gaulle Airport. That's pretty cool. Let's come off from this exit here. The is it a vector? I don't know what V stands for, but it's V3. You can just see there. Right, landing lights can now come off, and the taxi light on, strobe light off, and did forget to do that. Which is shutdown checklist. Right, flight directors off. Speed can be reduced massively. And let's turn right and cross runway to 08 left onto our Terminal 2 E gates. Right, let's clear up as well because we are not going like this. Right, let's just stop here. Oh, got the Emirates A380. Let's go and stop the timer here. And that was pretty much the flight that we just did. Let's turn off the TCAS now. The runway is clear, and let's go and quickly get past it fast before anything else happens. Okay, there's an aircraft lining up. Let's get going. So, gonna go down all the way down to Romeo. I think that's what R stands for, or Tango. Romeo Tango. There's no one-way system, so you've got Tango Romeo here. And we're going up to terminal. I think it's just that building there. Right, traffic off. And let's clear up inside. Right, let's go and get a gate. So, there are various parking gates at E. And we want to go. Oh, sewed. Beautiful. I did not know that at all. And I want to go to E20. And no. Right, there it is, just there. And let's go and get the. Oh, hello. Let's go and get the APU started up. And we're going to come in here. I did forget to start the APU a bit. That was a bit stupid of me. And it's starting up now, that's good. Hopefully as soon as we get to park, the APU will be fine. Let's go and turn off the lights now. We can actually see where we are going. And yeah, flight time of 7 hours and 2 minutes. That's pretty good. Looks like we are parking with other aircraft. What are we being serviced by? Hopefully Air France, not something else, because that'd be annoying. Got an Air Mauritius A340 as well here. That's nice. And let's spin this all the way around. Not braking too hard. Yes, we are being serviced by Air France. Just see it there. EP is running. That's good. And there's a weird thing just there. We are a bit askew, so I'm just going to line up a bit better. And let's get in line with GSX here. Sorry if you hear squeaky bits in the background, that's just what I use as the rudder pedals. I'm just going to use this actually. I kind of set the park and brake, and it's a bit off for what GSX says, but hey. So park and brake is set, AP is running, engines shut down. Request deboarding. Ooh, nice. Okay, I want to do this correctly because I need to gate E20, jetway 1 to entry 1 left, and this can go to that one. Confirm. Okay, hopefully I've done that right. Go outside. Engines are now shutting down. Let's go and turn off the beacon light. And let's go and do the shutdown checklist. Park and brake is set. Fuel pumps can come off soon, as well as the hydraulics can be set. Packs off. And emergency lights and ADR IOUs can come off. Good. Right, pretty much a good shutdown. Seatbelt signs can now come off, and now lights can stay on, as we still got power to the aircraft. Shutdown checklist is completed, and secure, the packs can come off. Right, checklist, I can go. And we can go to the door page. And did I request deboarding? Yes I did, didn't I? Open these two doors up, and open the cargo doors. That's good. Right, that's going to reset the speed of my camera here down to 1 instead of 7. There we go. Those doors are opening. The jetways are connected up. Oh, these are so jet. I just love so jetways. Oh, I got interior for the terminal as well. It's not very high resolution though. It's just quite basic. That's fine. You can't look outside the windows. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed our flight today with Air France from Dubai to LFPG, also known as Charles De Gaulle Airport. I wish I could be pushed back by that massive thing, but I can't get pushed back by that thing. But hey, I hope you enjoyed our flight today. I certainly loved it in the 777-300ER. Hopefully you get to do another flight from Paris or to Paris once again. And I'll see you in the next flight. Goodbye.